Hi, in today's lesson, we're going to learn how to find the volume of a cone. So the volume of a cone is very similar to the volume of a cylinder. So you still find it the same way, you're just going to divide by 3. And the reason that is because the volume or a cone is 1/3 the size of a cylinder. A cone that has the same height and the same radius would have a volume 1/3 that of a cylinder with that height and radius. So the formula that we have for volume of a cylinder is area of the base, that's a capital B, area of the base, times the height of the cylinder divided by 3. Now, I want you to look here at this cone. It's telling us that the height is 10, the radius is 4, and then there's this symbol right here. This is actually a cursive L, and it means slant height. So just so you know, if you were given this length here that I'm tracing over, that would be called the slant height of the cone, which is not the same as the height that you want right here. Okay, so when we're talking about the height of a cone, we're talking about from the vertex of the cone all the way to the center of the circular base. That's the height we're looking at. Okay, so first we have to find the area of the base. And the base of a cone is a circle, just like the base of a cylinder is a circle. And so area of the base, we need to know the formula for area of a circle. And area of a circle is found by doing pi times radius squared. Now here, they're using 3.14 for pi. And 3.14 is an estimation of pi. However, if you're using a calculator that has that pi key, like we were doing in the previous video, then that's going to give you a more accurate answer, and that is our preference, is to use the pi key. All right, so you're going to do pi times radius squared. Here the radius is 4, so we'll do pi times 4 squared, and that gives us the area of the base. Now, since they're using that, I'll move it over here. Since they're using the 3.14, we're also going to use 3.14 just for this purpose. Times 4 squared gives me 50.24. So area of the base, now to find the volume, area of the base times the height and then divided by 3. Well, we know that the area of the base is 50.24. times the height was 10. And then we're going to divide that by 3. So I'm going to type 50.24 times 10, enter, 502.4 divided by 3. All right, and we'll round this to the nearest tenth. So that's going to be 167.5. And now I'm going to look at my units. My units are meters, cubic meters. Okay. Let's scroll down and try a few examples. So we're going to round our answers to the nearest tenth for each of these. So they've labeled the radius and the height for us already. So I'm going to start off by writing my formula for volume of a cone. So I'm going to write area of the base times the height divided by 3. I'm going to write it a little different. So the area of the base we know is found by doing pi r squared. Then we have to do times height and then divided by 3. So when I substitute into that, I'm going to do pi times, my radius is 6, so times 6 squared, times my height is 10, all divided by 3. Okay, so let's type that into our calculator. So pi times 6 squared times 10, and let's see, divided by 3. Actually, maybe we should, let's see if I can, let's do it different, because I want it all at once. I'm going to hit that division bar, and now I'm going to do I'm going to type the division bar first on this one, and you'll see why. Pi times 6 squared times 10. See how I've got it all on top? And then divided by 3. There we go. That makes it a little bit easier. So now I'm rounding that to the nearest tenth. So in this case, I have a 9 in the 10th spot right here. The 9 next to it says what to do, which would be to go up. So this 9, the first one, the one in the 10th spot, becomes a 10, which means this 6 has to go up and be a 7. So it's going to be 377.0. And my units here are inches, so cubic inches. Okay, now it's going to be your turn. So I want you to do problems 2, 3, and 4. So pause the video and complete those now. Okay guys, welcome back. So you're going to go over your answers. Now I want to point out that if all you have is an answer, that is not good enough. You need to have shown your work. And if you're not sure what I mean by showing your work, basically everything that I've written is what you need to have written down, okay? So that's what we call showing your work. So here's number 2, so you can pause the video and check over. And here is problems 3 and 4. Pause the video and check over your answers. Okay, so you hopefully got these all correct, and if you didn't though, look and see if you can figure out where you made your mistake and make the necessary corrections. As always, if you have questions about any of this or the work that was done, please contact your teacher. Once you've submitted this assignment, you'll be ready for your independent practice. Good luck!